Hey everyone, Pandora's a bright and cheery place once again, so there's a few things we can do around here now that everybody's not moping and zombified. First of all, Cobra bracelets all around, my treat. There's actually a better armor shop in Pandora, and we can pick up a couple nice things around here. But the really important thing is to go to the castle, because we have a couple of weapon orbs waiting for us. I'll equip those in just a second off camera, but we want to go up around to the castle now. The girl still isn't going to make amends with her daddy. What we want to do is we want to go to the king's throne room. And for saving Pandora, he will allow us access to the treasure room, which will get us a swords orb, a spears orb, and a small chunk of change. So get out of my way, purple hair. I have a reward waiting for me. Come on. Freaking annoying. God. But yeah, just run away around like you're going to meet the girl. But instead of going up into this room, go over here and go talk to the king and queen. They're going to be over in here to this room to the side. I thought they were going to be on the throne, but my memory is obviously a little bit rusty here. Alright. And it's good treasure too. We're going to be able to grind up the weapons for the and the guy moves out of the way. You couldn't get past him before, but now that you've broken the spell over Pandora, you can get all these things. So, we're going to get a swords orb and a spears orb out of this deal, and I'm going to go to Gaia's navel and forge them. And then it's time for a little off-camera weapon grinding. 50 gold. We're only going to get about 200 gold in here. It's not really a lot. It won't even cover the cost of one Cobra bracelet. But you can actually very easily skip this, because they don't tell you this stuff is around here. And the game will make up for it later by giving you 2 spear or swords orbs out of a chest if you happen to miss these, but you just don't want to go through that hassle anyway, because sometimes that can glitch and you can end up losing out on a level for the sword or the spear. So it is definitely important to come here and get those 2 things. So now we are going to get up to level 3 for the we're going to get up to level 3 for the sword and the spear, and the girl and the boy will be responsible for most of the fighting. The sprite is going to have to hang out in the background for now, but he's got battle magic to make up for it. So I'm going to go to Gaia's navel, forge these weapons, grind some levels, and then we'll be back for the next part of our quest shortly. Okay, maybe not so much with the grinding for now, because we're about to meet a group of minor villains. They're kind of inconsequential to the plot, but they're fun, and they provide a little bit of comic relief. We're about to meet the Scorpion Gang, and they're a lot of fun, and we're about to get into a boss fight here. We don't know what lies below. What can make a hole this big? Improper lubrication? Oh, wait. So anyway, you step into the foot of this pit, and you're in an underground kind of drilling ship thingy. It's not very big. There's not much to explore here. And when you go around the corner, you get the whips orbs. So we'll be grinding for everybody in just a second. Level 3 for the girl and I, and level 2 whip for the sprite. But now we're going to go in here and we're going to fight Kilroy. Kind of a robot thing. The Scorpion Gang gets their hands on mana seeds every now and then, trying to use them to their own evil ends. I love their theme song. It reminds me of Splash by Miles Davis for some reason. There's that shut up again. Kilroy, eh? Well, let's go see what evil the Scorpion Gang is about to have wrought. Go through the door ahead and uh-oh. Oh, respect my shine, bitches. Too much energy, it's out of control. Ha, they misspelled auxillary. Even though I skipped right by it, we want to put her to passive for now. This is not the best fight for these guys to get involved in. And charge shots are good here, because really no magic is going to be really effective against these guys. So, anytime you face a robot type of boss, magic isn't really going to do very well for you. So, I'm going to try to do the hit and run approach that I did with Biting Lizard, but it's a little tougher because he's got those hammer arms whirling around and around. Whoa! Oh, God, I forgot about the Moogling Hammer. I could use Remedy and use 1 point of magic to get myself back to normal in a hurry, but Moogling only lasts a few seconds as it is. I may need healing, though, because Kilroy can get kind of crazy every now and then. It's very hard to escape from his hits. So I may want to trade with the girl and get a longer range weapon, actually. And I'm the one that took the hit. How does that work? Oh, we got a double Moogle going on here, and it's the girl, so we would have to use a medical herb if we wanted to get unmoogled. But it goes away fairly quickly, as stated. I'm getting hit a little more than usual in this fight. Maybe I should be using something longer range like the whip, even though I know it's not going to hurt as much. He's being a little bit docile right now, though. If we keep going in like this, he should go down in a heartbeat. See if I can get some, Ah, yes, there we go, whacked. And fortunately, he doesn't have any magic. That would really suck if he did. Well, he may have, like, some kind of, like, evade up type stuff, like no magic or whatever, but he doesn't have anything he can attack us with is the point. Oh, wow, that was a nice little pirouette type dealie. Might be time to bust out the Cure Water, actually. This is not turning out so great for me. This is maybe one of my worst performances in this fight. I really don't like bosses that are not effective with magic. So, yeah, let's go ahead and bust out the Cure Water. Heals all around. There we go, nice and effective. And everybody is not healed anymore. Why am I not hitting you? I'm actually going for the weak spot in the back. There's no such thing as a weak spot for this guy. And the Kilroy fight goes on and such like. Fight. There's not really much more information I can impart at this point, except that the girl needs to stay the F away from Kilroy. You know what? I'm going to have to go for physical healing at this point. Because she can't help herself. Help me, help you, eh? And how am I missing? He does not have evade like this. This is crazy. That sprite, that candy animation never really works on the sprite. Oh, Jesus. This is stupid, actually, how long this is taking. I'm a little bit embarrassed here, I'm not going to lie. Let's wait for him to stop twirling the hammer, and if I can ever get a damn hit on him. Although I seem to not be suffering the moogling as much, that's great for me, not great for them. There we go, about freaking time. And I don't even hear the sound for a level up, but that's a short little detour you can take right there. And we will actually come back to this spot later, not the underground ship in particular, but to the place where the dwarf is standing by the hole. And we will get a little incidental item from him. We'll talk to him right now. I don't think you can get it just yet. Javelin's orb. Wonderful. They will be back later for more funny. Haha, another typo. Oh, this game. Alright, and now let's return the seed to the water palace. Yeah, we can't get the item that we're going to get from him yet, but we need to stop and replenish our candy and stuff, because that was a bit of an embarrassing fight there, actually. So let's go up here, purchase our candy, and then we will be back at the water palace shortly. So I'm sure everything is hunky-dory at the water palace. Luca's a big girl, she can take care of herself, right? Well, we've got if-fishes infesting the front lawn, so maybe things are a little bit rotten in the state of Denmark, huh? They're doing a little more damage than usual, those if-fishes. But they shouldn't be too much of a problem, since we have the level 3 spear now. And the special ability of the level 3 spear is to space enemies out, which will just kind of paralyze them in this, they'll have a balloon over their head, and they'll just kind of stare off into the middle distance. So it's a very useful weapon for getting chain hits on enemies and being able to wail on them and take them out with ease. I really like the level 3 spear. It's going to be a while before we can get a weapon that just breaks the game so handily like that. And as for the water thugs, we're going to want to watch out for their forks here. They can actually deal an impressive little bit of damage. So let's take these guys out as quickly as we can and get to the real business at hand, which is meeting yet another villain in the Mana Saga who wants to use the Mana Seeds for his vicious, evil, selfish ends. His name is going to be Geshtar of the Empire. Hey, alright, a level up right before a boss fight. Whoops, spoilers, getting a little ahead of myself. But yes, there's going to be a boss fight in this giant water arena right here. A fairly easy one, as it turns out. But there's Geshtar right there. Let's see some credentials, pal. Whoa, she's pretty serious about not handing over the mana seed. I think we're gonna book it because cowardice is the better part of valor or something like that. Ouch! Sentence fragments! Oh no, this doesn't look good for our heroes. And so he throws us to his pet Jabberwocky. A simple boss who can be taken out by a level 2 no magic, but you do need to shop for some equipment beforehand. Let's get in a little courtesy hit and then let the sprite do his thing with Earth Slide, which doesn't do as much damage as you might think, actually. We should try to keep away from the Jabberwocky if at all possible. It does have a poison gas attack that hurts quite a bit, but if we keep at it with the Earth Slides, it should go down fairly easily. You would think, anyway. This is my 3rd Earth Slide, and now I only have 1 more left in me before I run out of magic points. So I guess we're going to have to tackle the rest of this battle physically, right? Haha, not quite. I did stop at Nico's and buy a fairy walnut. It was $1,000. I'm not going to shell out for 4 of them because I am a thrifty spender when it comes to spending money in this game. So I only bought 1 from Nico. We'll be able to get them at a discounted rate later. But when you use a fairy walnut, you get 50 points of magic back, which is way more than we need right now. We only really have 12, and it'll probably only take 1 more Earth Slide to take this guy out, I'm sure. Or 2. But he's not much of a threat, as you can see. He just kind of swings his neck around and tries to bite you. There he goes. A pretty simple fight. And let us see what orb we're going to get from this fight. Not a useful one, I'm sure. Probably something like bow. Hey, alright, bow's orb, I was right. I'm remembering these a little better than I thought I might. Well, that's hardly the last we've seen of Geshtar, or any other of the several enemies in this game. He just kind of booked it. He's not one for long, drawn-out goodbyes. Alright, we managed to defeat their monsters in Pandora. You're the one who admitted to spacing out. So what did we get? Oh, we got a Whip Orb, so the sprite can get ground up to level 3 now too with his weapon. So everybody is on equal footing. Okay, and so once we get done grinding up the orb, or once we put the orb on the whip, go to Watts and, wait, huh? Okay, yeah, we should do that real quick as well, I guess. Alright, the power of the seed is restored. So now I'm going to go to Watts, forge the whip up to level 3, get the sprite up to speed, and then we will be heading out to Potos Village to the Cannon Travel Center to go to the Upper Land. So we'll be back in just a minute to say our fond farewells to this joint. We're a little bit stuck here. Can we maybe get some help, guys? Anybody else we need to talk to now? Luca, maybe? There we go. Ah, yes, the search for Sage Jock. That's going to be quite a wild goose chase. Alright, so maybe we can get out of here then? Or that would really suck to be stuck here. Okay, now we can leave. So, time to go forge the whip and get things done. We'll be back in a second. And when you stop by the Dwarf Village to forge your whip, talk to the guy outside the Scorpion Gang's underground ship hole, and you'll get the Midge Mallet, which will restore you from pygmization. Cannon Travel Center, this is the place. This is the guy that's going to take us to the Upper Land. All you got to do is talk to him, shell out 50 gold, climb into the cannon, and off you go. We don't get to watch cannon blast off animations too often, so this will be a little bit fun to watch. I don't use the cannon as travel unless I have to, so here goes nothing. Ooh. Not exactly a 3-point landing. Oh boy. Well, tomorrow we'll visit a chiropractor and a head doctor, and we will explore the Upper Land. Toodaloo.